welcome to Scotch Night, Scotch lovers. This is Scotch for Dummies.
Thursday
night edition.
About time.
Loving it. All right, so tonight is my night for the smoke and peat heads.
Amen.
Oh, he's
So
happy.
we're good. So we're going island hopping tonight. We're going to the island of Malt.
Mood.
I'm sorry, Mood. I don't have the Scottish accent right yet. So this is by Tobermory Distillery, an old distillery. 1798 was their first distilling. It's gone through lots of hands since then, but eventually bought in 1993, and they have a couple different varieties. They have Tobermory, which are their unpeated, and this is a Ledaig.
Ledaig.
Probably Ledaig. Probably if the G goes to a C in Scottish. But 10-year-old Scotch. It is their standard 10-year offering. They also offer a sherry cask. They offer a special version as well. But we're trying the Ledaig 10-year Isle of Malt. 46% alcohol. 92 proof. A little hotter than normal. But we're gonna see what it's like.
And what's our price on this bag?
This is roughly a $55 bottle.
Okay.
So not too bad.
We're looking entry level.
Yeah, it's a fair,
Which is good.
it's a 10-year Scotch. It's
what they got.
in that $50 range. Typically, where you get really kind of the nicer entry-level Scotches, the single malts. This is unchill filtered, and you can tell by the color, it is very light. It is
Light.
probably not colored. We don't know for sure, but
Bright
very likely
lemony
not.
gold, according to the box.
This is
gold.
definitely lemonly gold.
So-
I would go with that, yeah.
So as we just sit here, you can smell
Ooh,
it.
look at the leg.
Oh yeah.
Just in the room,
Really?
you can
It's
get that.
so far meeting what the box says: sweet, briny smokiness with a distinctly island character. I smell that.
Spray of sea salt.
I smell the brine.
Yeah.
Smell that peat.
Yeah.
So you
It
get
smells
that.
delicious.
It does smell really good.
So it's a fine line between that smoked barbecue and the medicinal. It's kind of right.
Yeah.
It's a very subtle difference in there.
I think I'm gonna like this, Dan.
I,
See,
for
that's the
50
thing.
bucks.
People,
It smells sweet
well,
too.
once you've had some scotches that have some peat, and get understanding, get used to it.
It is good. It took me a
Start tasting the
while. It took me a
barbecue.
while to appreciate that, but he's absolutely right. It's so good.
It's a soft peat. It's
It's so
It's not,
it's not
overwhelming.
pungent. It's not a pungent smoke. It is a you do get some of
Man, this has
that
a
medicinal.
lot going on in there. There's some
doesn't look
sweet
oily.
undertones underneath all the smoke.
Lemon.
It's not oily at all.
Mm.
Very light. See, the legs.
What's this thing got for me?
Great on it. Let's go
I'm-
see.
I'm still sniffing. Ah. And the nose is quite nice.
Okay.
So peat hits you early.
Very early.
Ooh.
It's not as hot as I expected it to
Not
be
at all.
with
It doesn't
92
taste
proof.
like.
I thought
That's
it
the
was gonna
beauty. I think that's something I'm learning.
Okay.
Is the more peat you have in there, the more of those ppm of phenol in there, the mouthfeel can really overcome the high alcohol content.
Right. It drowns out the high alcohol burn. You don't get it.
This is a really interesting glass.
It's different.
Like
It's
really
nice.
interesting.
It's really
It-
smooth.
It's odd because a lot of the smokier scotches, the smoke stays with you. You know what I mean? And,
Oh, yeah.
and you'll transition through other flavors in the, that linger through, but the smoke is the constant.
Yeah.
True.
And for me, this one was the smoke kind of rose up and then faded, and that was it.
I had
And then
the
some
same
other
thing.
stuff was in the background.
So after your taste, now smell it. So what I just got was after I tasted it and got that phenol in my mouth, the aroma out of the glass was much less smoky.
Yeah.
And you got more of the floral coming
you
out.
getting-
Oh,
Yeah,
you're right.
It's
Oh my
really
goodness.
This is a
kind of
neat
neat.
Scotch.
It's kind of neat.
I'm
Very
Of course, we're
floral.
trying it all neat. It's all neat right now, but
Wow, this is really nice.
I think it's soft enough for people to get into if they're not peat heads.
well,
Uh,
I'd hesitate on that because
I don't know. It's not that. It's not
that
pungent enough.
second that swallow, when I swallow it, that peat hits me pretty hard.
I
And
don't know.
and some of the peats, you kind of get a cereal start, and
I
then the
get
smoke
that.
builds.
I get that caramel in the background now. I got that sweetness going on.
Yeah.
The smoke does fade a little
Well,
more in this. There's
well,
still
well,
smoke
well.
fail.
1798 established.
And you know what? It kind of lingers.
Well, I kind of
Any
expect
smoke
that.
and phenol is
Yeah,
gonna
any any
I like
peaty
that.
smoke is going to stay around for a while.
Again, this is one you can sit there and drink. I gotta try some water on it, because it's starting to get the summer season. Some of these heavier, peatier scotches kind of maybe get a little too heavy for.
See, I don't think this is a
About-
heavy scotch though.
I don't either.
It's a smokier scotch, but I wouldn't consider it a heavy one. I mean, it's got a light mouthfeel. It's almost refreshing. It's got, the flavor profile is
Definitely get
you know,
those florals
bold, but
Yeah.
I get more sweet and more floral.
Yeah,
Like the sweet is really coming.
It's very dry too.
it is dry. The mouthfeel, it does, it dries your mouth out.
That's
How's the
so-
water on that?
I haven't tried it yet.
All right, what's this water going to do to this? I hope it holds.
Now the smell doesn't
I'm
change
getting
for
more
me.
brine. I'm getting a little more brine.
I am too. I get more. Did I say like
I'd
seaweedy
give you
smell
that,
maybe?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a little bit.
But I get sweetness.
It's actually even more sweet
I,
now.
I get a lot of sweet
I
in
do
this
too.
scotch.
Wow, that
So-
water. Wow, now see that's interesting. The water actually took down the smoke for me and rose the sweet up.
Yep, especially with that the first taste you get, it dropped the smoke out of that first taste. I still get the taste kind of mid palate, but
That's not a bad mix though. If you're trying to get an entry level
Okay.
peat without killing yourself, put a little bit of water on this, and it'll kind of until you
Yeah.
are able to drink it neat.
Well, you're up.
I'm up.
You're
Well, I
up,
just
yeah.
started.
Yeah.
There you go. So I like the water on the Scotch actually. I would prefer both ways actually. Neat is nice. It's got a nice flavor profile. The nose has an abundance of different smells going on. The seaweed, the salt, the brine, the caramel. I had some lemon, some fruit in it. It's really nice. On the tongue, it was really sweet up front, and then like you said, it's like stoking a fire. All of a sudden, boom, there's this heat of smoke coming in. And then the follow through, just a nice, smooth, lingering smoke in my palate. It's really nice. I'm gonna give this guy, what was the price on this again?
$55.
Wow. I'm gonna go 3 in this one. This is a good scotch for the money. I like it.
All right,
Talk to me.
I'm up.
Goose.
This has a lot going on.
It's good. It's surprising how much you can do with it.
You know, I wasn't really. We hadn't had this distillery at
No,
all. This is
first
our
time.
first sip of this ever. And normally, 10-year Scotch, I'm not looking for a lot of complexity. I'm not looking for a lot of anything really. I mean, they're normally very one-dimensional. They
Right.
haven't had the time to mature and develop any sort of complexity. So they're just getting the basic down. I would love to try this Scotch at like 15 or 18 years to see how it develops over the
They
course
have
of
a
time.
32-year unpeated.
Oh wow.
I don't get our hands on one of those.
Crazy good.
So,
But
you know,
the peat is an important aspect.
I
of this,
like the
right?
transitions. I got black tea on this. I got
Black
lemon.
tea?
Yeah.
Black
Wow.
tea is a
I got
great one.
caramel.
Yep.
You know, it had the smoke, but it wasn't overpowering. It kind of faded in and faded out.
It does do that.
I actually liked it better neat.
I did
To
too.
be honest with you,
I'm getting those caramels
I think the
coming out.
I don't know
water, the
about
water for me kind of took away some of the subtle notes that I was getting on the flavors on the back end. But I'll tell you what, for $50, this is a hell of a good 10-year-old
It really
Scotch.
is.
I'm gonna give it a 3.
Nice. One thing I want to add before I forget is I've never had a Scotch be so dry. I'm sitting in cotton in mouth right now. It's just so
It
dry.
is.
Really?
It's wild.
It is a dry Scotch. All right, so I like the Scotch a lot as well. I think it's a pretty smooth entry-level peat in the fact of it's not going to kill somebody that's not used to drinking something, you know, an Isla or something that's going to overpower them like an Octomore or a Lagavulin or a Lacroix or something. But I like what the Scotch does. On the nose, it's got a couple of different things before and after you add the water. Believe it or not, now that the water's been sitting in it for a little while, I actually get a little bit of fruit. I mean, I get the floral and a little bit of fruit. It sweetened it up a lot with the water. I liked it both ways as well. I could drink it straight or with the water.
Yep. Maybe in a cube.
Yeah, you know, who knows? If it's hot enough outside,
It's strong
you
enough.
know,
You're sitting out
It's strong
by
enough
fire.
to
Still lasts.
Right, and it is a very dry Scotch. It's not oily at all. So maybe a cube would help on it. But I think this is a pretty solid. I'm glad we tried this. You know, I mean, this is our first entry into this distillery. I'm looking forward to trying some more. I got to give it a solid 3 too. I think they did a good job here. Good product for $55.
Yeah.
I think it's a good buy.
Yep. All right, so I would agree with all of your concepts here. It's a great Scotch. This is a bottle we just found on a shelf, random shelf in a random liquor store. And thanks for RJ's for the discount on that. This is a great Scotch. It is 10-year, so you expect a little pepper and a little heat, and I get a little bit of the burn, a little bit of burn on the lips and things as we go through it.
But it's also 93 proof here. 90.
Well, yeah, I mean, you would expect. I'm not knocking it for that. I'm just fully explaining my taste here.
Okay.
I'm going to give this a strong 3. For $55, it may almost warrant a 3.5, but I'm going to give it a 3 because I'm going to go for a 3.
Oh.
Just because 3.5s and 4s are the best out there. And this is a great Scotch, but not. It doesn't have. So what it doesn't have is it doesn't have a lot of the sweetness that some of the more complex Scotches have. A little bit of caramel, but not much. Very few cereal notes. Just there's some floral, some peat, some smoke. So I'm going through the flavor wheel here, and
spin the wheel.
So this is a nice Scotch. 3 stars for me. 3 fingers, 3-finger pour for me.
For the value in this and what we're giving Reading, this is something you've got to have.
Out of curiosity, what's the Lefroy 10 going for?
It's in that same range, a little bit higher.
A little bit higher.
I enjoyed this. It's
about
probably
55.
more than Lefroy 10.
The one thing
it's 10 for 10. I enjoyed
This is a softer, more approachable
I think so
Scotch.
too.
Yeah,
Yes.
Lefroy can be pungent.
It is.
This is not pungent.
At least
But-
a
but
10-year.
But I will
more
say-
flavor in
you're right,
Lefroy,
Lefroy
yeah.
10 is more pungent than this. Now, I will warn others that this is not. I disagree with you on that. This is anybody's first peaty Scotch. This is stronger than that, but it's not like it's not the pungent of Lefroy. It's a little bit more
Yeah.
sweetness to it.
It's definitely got a little bit more heat from
Wow.
an entry level than normal. I
Yeah.
would say. I would agree with that point.
Compared to what? And give me some other.
So compared to some,
So
well,
you think
like
this
a
is harder than-
Lagavulin is.
Well,
is a much
Lagavulin
more
16 is. I
The
mean,
quarter
we're talking
cask
about
is a
different
nice way
classic
to come
Scotch.
Quarter
you know
cask
what
is
I'm
better. I
saying?
haven't tried the Lefroy.
What's a quarter cask run?
We need to run the
It's a little more than
I
10.
think it's
Lefroy 10 cask strength.
75,
Oh, so like a Campbelltown, or look at our map over here of all the Bruichladdich. Those are kind of those tend to be a little more subtle.
We did a review a while back that was really.
Bruichladdich non-peat is going to be a little softer than that.
Anywho, there's a review we did a while back that has a really nice entry level we talked about. I know what you're saying. I'm with you on this one. But listen to this, Jack.
So we're talking about around the horn, 3 for everyone. It's an average of 3.
baby.
We'll drink this all day long.
Cheers.
Amen. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hey, Scotch lovers. Thanks for watching.
Joining the conversation.
More videos below.
And hit subscribe before you go so you can get the new videos when they come out.
Sláinte.
Cheers.